Now you're going to have the stick, so we're going to have to learn to deal with it. Let's say these dice, the ones we're using, and this came from over there. Oh, well, I got the stick.
Yeah, let's.
Okay. What you're going to do is if, let's say the shooter's on this side of the table. Okay, we send the dice out to the shooter, put them out there, she picks them up and shoots them. Go ahead and shoot them. Now, before you hang on, notice after I give her the dice, I'm holding the stick in the hand that's on the same side of the table as where the dice are going to land. That's important. Go ahead. Was 1-3, do the call, 9 center field 9, point is 9, mark to 9. Right side of the table, from my perspective, right hand. Out with the 9, bring them to the outside if at all possible. When you get to about the pass line, switch, flip the stick over, just bring them up to the middle. Now notice, the stick's kind of long, I'm holding it on the end. If I stayed right here, it's kind of hairy, you're not rooted to this spot, you can move. Notice I kind of step back to swing them up. Then I'll set the stick down. To come out roll, the points have been marked. My first job is to check and make sure those points are both marked on 9. And we'll assume they are. Now the players may make bets. If they throw you hard ways bets, let's deal with these first. Hard ways right here. This layout's nice in that there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots on each side of the table to set up the hard ways. These spots are right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. And that's for this side of the table. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's for that side of the table. Not all layouts are this generous. So this is kind of nice. I don't know if we'll have this on the floor or not, but this is basically how you'd set them up. Let's say the prop box was only this big. Okay, and it's a little bit tighter. It is acceptable to overlap them and actually have them go around like that and use the sides. Okay, I know we don't use the sides for the come bets or for the place bets, but here in the prop box, it's okay to use the sides if we have to. I hope it doesn't ever get that bad. So those are set up in those spots just like that. Now let's deal with just the hard ways. Now we all know how the hard ways work. Hard 6, for example. Hard 6 will win if 3-3 is thrown. It will lose if 7 or any other combination of 6 rolls. Any other roll, like this 9, does not affect it. It just stays there. Once it hits, let's say, for example, that our shooter had a $10 hard 6, and she rolled a 6. 6 hard 6, blah, 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 blah. Dice are out there, we went out, got them, brought them back to the middle. Once the dice are back in the middle, you're going to set the stick down to get it out of your hand so you can use 2 hands for your payoffs. Now you'll pick up any losers. Let's say there were bets here, 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 and here. Pick up all your losers first. Now we're going to pay the winners. Take a stick back in your hand. Since there's only one bet, we're going to go over to her first. You're going to put the stick down in front of her. Say, please pay her $90 for her $10 hard 6 and still up to win. We've told the the base dealer how much to pay, what bet he's paying it for, and who to pay it to. Almost just like booking the bets. And that's how you would pay it. Base dealer would cut out $90, hand it off to the player. They'd heel it off on the outside just like this is heeled off right here. I know that's not the proper amount, but that's where the payoff would go if you cut it out. Now let's say there was more than one. Like that. We'd pay the prop bets off starting on the side the dice landed. So let's put some over there too. And going from base to stick. So we start over here, then $90 still up to win, so on and so forth. Now remember, don't want to do that. Why? It annoys everybody. So lay the stick down on the side, $90 still up to win, $10 hard 6, $90 still up to win on a $10 hard 6, $90 still up to win on a $10 hard 6, over to here, $90 still up to win, so on and so forth. Go to each position in order. That's the hard ways. With a hard 10, it'd be $70 is still up to win. Now you see on here it says 10-4-1. Our tables will say 9-2-1, so don't get caught up in that mess there. Let's say somebody wants to bet the yo or the aces or what have you. We'll set them up in the box. Brenda and Regina wanted to bet the aces. I would put Brenda's bet here, probably put Regina's bet right there. That's about an approximation as to where they're standing on the table. The spot in the middle would be like the stick corner of the base brick dealer, and just as close as you can. Very rarely will you fill up the whole box with 16 bets. Not everybody's going to bet that bet, so you do the best you can. Is that it? And that would hold true for all of these. If they want to bet the horn bet, set up like that. Hard ways, we're lucky we got the hash marks there. Any 7 or any craps, I split it down the middle and just work from stick to base. So just wherever you're gonna set them up. Now, any craps, rather than use this part right here, use the C's over here for the C and E, because the C stands for any crap. So if she's right over there, I'd put hers there. I'd probably put Regina's right there. It's a lot easier trying to line them up on any craps and remember who went where. Any 7, it's not bet that often, and they'll more likely have other action, so you should be able to remember who bet what and where they're standing. You won't have, the prop box action will not be that heavy, and if it is, your base dealers can help you out, because they only have to remember half the table. So even though you're on base, doesn't relieve you of helping a stick person if it's a heavy prop action game. So, because you may be booking bets over there, I'm setting up bets for these people over here, people are throwing in bets here. If I don't see them, your responsibility to book them, or the box person's responsibility to book them. We're not going to throw you under the bus for bets that you didn't see come in. Any questions on the prop box? On how to set the bets up? And these are all paid the same way that the hardways are paid off, the same order, same procedure. Anything else you want to see on the prop box?
Can you do splits?
Oh, splits? Sure. You can set up a 2-bet split or a 2-number split 2 different ways. Let's look at a high-low split. It's common bet. High-low split is, move this out of the way, is the 2 and the 12. Let's say you wanted to bet a $10 high-low split. If you're the only person betting it, I might just put it right here on the line. Straddles both numbers. If more than one person is betting it, I'll use the same technique. I'll put yours in the position that you're standing on the table. And so that's a split bet. 3-way bets, if they bet a 3-way 7s or a 3-way crap or a high-low yo or whatever, I can set them up just like that. I can do the same thing. I can split it up amongst all 3. For these, I would have to. 3-way crap is basically all 3 of these or all 3 of these numbers. One shorthand way that it's done is to take the 3 units and just heel them off on one side or the other within the whole crap line like that. And you can point the heel toward the player. Okay, so if it's the 2 of you over here, and you're both betting 3-way crap, the way I would set it up would probably be like this. Now I know this one's yours, that one's yours, as it points toward you. 3-way 7s, you don't see that too often, but if you do, you can use the same technique that's set up here. You can just go ahead and heel it towards the person that's making the bet. Horn bets, set up the same way, just put them in the proper position on the table. Same with the horn highs. C and E, there's 8 on each side, so I just go from stick to base. If I'm setting this up for Erica, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to put her in spot 6. She's going to be right there. That's how I'm going to set the bet up.